I read Kings, Queens, and In-Betweens by Tanya Boteju. I was excited about reading this because I felt like it was going to be very much like a little bit, maybe a little underground ballroom scene pose kind of thing. And not really. It felt more like one of those small town white gay kind of stories where like it's your first love and you meet drag queens and you come into your sexuality and all that stuff. And those were cute and campy and fun when I was younger, but now that I'm older and I've seen more representation of people of color and different demographics within the LGBTQ community, I was not enjoying this as much. I didn't like it. It kind of took a while to pick up. I realized I don't think I like Nima's voice. At first, I thought it was cute, but then it's like the more as I went on reading from Nima, I don't think I like this girl. I don't like her at all. I don't like her little poetic slants that she does. I don't know. I don't want to say it's weird, but she's like she comes up with like these poetic things that only I feel like only she can interpret, and I don't understand what the hell she's talking about or what she's trying to say when she's being poetic. I didn't like much in this book. The only thing I really liked, the writing wasn't terrible. Didn't hate it. The pacing was off. I feel like this book could have been cut down so much more. It really didn't have to be like almost 400 pages. It probably could have been like 250 pages. It was just, after a while, it just became a slog to get through. Coming close to the end, it got a little bit better, but it felt like one of those straight to DVD Canadian movies about being gay or like coming of age gay movies that white people make. Go on Netflix and you will find those movies. Those little easy, cheesy, we're gay in suburbia kind of. This girl is coming of age and she falls in love with somebody, and that's the thing. I didn't like her like love interest. I just wasn't into it. I just didn't get chemistry from them. I did kind of enjoy the intimate moments when they would like when they first kissed or they like touched a little bit. Like just the descriptions of those were beautiful, and I thought those were kind of sexy. I could feel those. I could get a grasp for those, but for the most part, I did not like their relationship. I'm wondering if it's because, first things first, I know that Winnow is older than Nima. I almost feel like that's not necessarily my reason why I don't like their relationship, but I think it is part of why I don't like their relationship because she's like, Winnow's older and Winnow's almost seeming a little predatory because she just like, but Nima's into it. I don't know. I just don't like their relationship. Nima was kind of bratty too with her mother's storyline. I didn't like that she was bratty. I hated that. I was just not into her. I just don't like Nima. I don't like her. I find that I don't like her. And she keeps talking about how boring she is. And I'm like, you are boring. You are a very boring person. I don't like you. I don't like you at all. She doing the drag thing, I didn't like it. I'm disappointed by the story. I almost want to say it's mediocre. The only thing I really liked about it was Deidra. I love Deidra. She was like the best part of the story for me. Probably next to that would be Charles. I did not like, what's his name? The greasy, what is it, Grant? Or, I don't know, Gordon, whatever his name is. I didn't like him. I didn't care about him. I don't even care if Deidra, here's the thing. I felt like Deidra had better things to do than to be helping out these two scraggly, dusty looking kids. She was too good for that. Coming close to the end, I started feeling like Deidra was like a magical Negro, although Nima is technically a person of color. I keep hearing that Nima is like, is a black mixed race person, but I don't know. I didn't get all the indicators that she was black. Like, I mean, her description is very much like she has curly hair, but I'm not sure whether it's curly because she's black or if she's South Asian. I'm just not sure what her race is. I felt like when they mentioned that she was eating curry with pancakes, which is like, what the fuck? I took it that her mother might have been South Asian, but I might be wrong. Her mother might be black or mixed race. I don't know, but I'm not sure what her race is. But at the end of the day, I just felt like Deidra was coming across a little magic Negro. I get that Tanya gave Deidra some development and some backstory, like her profession, a little bit of her family history, and, some background to her. And I appreciated that. And that's what really kind of like held me back a little bit from the magical Negro thing. But it still felt like Deidra has better things to do. She has better things to do than help these two out, because I find concerned they don't deserve it. They are like, I get it, they're teenagers, but they are annoying and terrible, and I feel like I don't like these kids. I don't like Gordon, and I don't like Nima, and I'm just like, Deidra, you have better things to do than let these nasty kids in your house. Like, they're disgusting to me, okay? I don't like them. But yeah, Deidra was the only good part, and honestly, I probably would read another Tanya Boteju book, because this might just be like, a first time not so great. I was about to say first time flop or first time failure, but it's not that bad. It's not, I didn't love it. I didn't love it. It was kind of just like mid range, middle of the road. The only good part for me was Deidra. Deidra was just like, I love her. I would hang out with her. I would just love to be in her presence. She just seems so cool and so like somebody that you would just want to have fun with. I would hope that Tanya would like explore Deidre's character in her next book or in some subsequent book, because Deidre deserves like her own story being told and being like explored. I just hope that Tanya does Deidre's story major quality service, because I love Deidre. Deidre was like the best part of the story. I don't know, I just didn't like too many of the like basically the more I read, I was just like, I don't really think I like any character besides Deidra. I don't know. I just didn't like Nima. Nima could kick rocks. Nima was the worst part of the story. Nima was a flop. Nima was the worst. I don't like her. I don't know, maybe she'll grow up and grow into a better person, but I don't like Nima. I didn't like her at all. And I especially didn't like her when she got bratty, because then I was just like, clean up all of this. You're a mess. I don't like you. Ugh, I get it. You're hurt, but no. No. Because if you feel like at 17 you could date this older woman, you should be mature enough then, if you feel like you're so mature, that you can handle like your situations better. That's it for me with this book, Kings, Queens, and In-Betweens by Tanya Boteju. I'm sorry, I'm disappointed. I'm so disappointed with this book. I just am. You are the reason why I flopped my reading rush. I say for the most part, read this book just for Deidra. Or at least read it to just like, I don't know, maybe you might like Nima. Or you can read it to hate Nima. Just like hate read about Nima and her annoying poetry and her annoying references to how boring she is, because she's so annoying and boring. I don't like this girl. I am out this bitch.